Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xana520, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages. In the last episode, we got all our items back from the Tokay, and then we made our way into level 3 Moonlit Grotto. Now, presumably, we're going to be finishing up Moonlit Grotto here in a little bit. Right. 4 swings of the sword to get rid of these guys. Whoop. Come on, you stupid. I hate these things so much. They take up so many... Or they hit real hard, they're real annoying to... Whatever. Ow! Stop. Stop. Alright, where are we headed anyway? Is it this way? I can't remember. There's apparently a treasure chest on this screen, but... I can't get it right now. Alright, so... Up here. Maybe this is where our, path will lead us. We still have this crystal over here that we can't break. Right, this room. Time for the flying tile room again. Get out of here. Oop. Okay, that one hit me. Alright. Now we can get out here. Watch out for the crab. Or the hoarder, I guess. That's what they're called, hoarders. Anyway. Now we can go up here. Well, that's interesting. How are we meant to light that? What the heck is going on in here? Okay. I think those statues in the corner throw fireballs? Somewhere they do. Oh, I just gotta deal with the Moldorm now. There we go. And now we get the dungeon item, the seed shooter. Pick your seeds, fire, then watch them ricochet. So this is how we're going to light this guy. So, whenever you hold down the B button, you are able to rotate yourself in 8 directions. The seed that you fire will also ricochet up to 2 times before it actually activates. Unless it hits something important before then. Get out of here. Which means we now should be able to deal with that. Actually, let's come up here. Let's go back up through here. Because I should be able to... Oh, okay. Gotta wait for the tiles again. Ouch. Yep. 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 Nope. 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 There we go. Now then. If we... Whoops. Switch our seed out for a scent seed. The scent seed now becomes the most useful seed for this, because it doesn't, like, create a fire that lasts forever. Instead, when you shoot this, bounces back, bounces forward. Let's try this. Forward, back, breaks. These are like, instead of doing like the scent power, they basically just smash against the wall, like damage. But we're now able to shoot that crystal and break it, and it sounds like something heavy fell down below. Well, if we come back through here, the turnstile is gone and has been replaced by this treasure chest containing a gaseous seed. now if we fall down... Ouch. Get out of here! No, go! Bad. Beat it. If we take a peek over here, we'll see that the turnstile is here now. But we can actually do stuff up here now. So, remember how I said we couldn't do anything up here? Well, that's because I already know what this room is. That lever controls the bridges. This switch controls this little guy. So, we are able to use that to trigger this switch. Why did I do that? To reorient the bridge. Unfortunately, we can't get across there right now because we have no key. So, instead, we need to take the turnstile. And get around to the other side so we can go up. Now, let's deal with you. Let's light these torches. You can push these 3 blocks off the side here. And then we can use this to light those 2 torches. Grab another gaseous seed. Back off. And now we can go north. Alright, this room. If we take a peek over here, there's a chest up there with a key in it. But we can't get to it, because there's a wall in the way. I want to... There we go. Full hearts. Alright. As long as I'm underground, your attacks don't scare me. This is our mini-boss. This is Subterror, I believe his name is. And he's correct. As long as he's underground, we can't hurt him. But we are able to eventually dig him up by following his worm sign. There he is. Come on, buddy. Now, as you keep hitting him and doing damage, well, eventually he'll start getting faster. So, we need to take him out with 8 swings? 8 or 9, something like that. Anyway, we're up here now. Can't push that block until this guy's gone. We can break some of these bushes to find seeds, hearts. Oh, well, there's our boss door, but there's another Moldorm in this room that we need to destroy before we can push that block. There we go. Alright. Pushed you. Key. And we can also, I think we can use that portal to get this rotated in the correct direction. Let me see here. If I rotate that like that, and then go the long way around, I should be able to get back to that turnstile with it rotating clockwise. Let's see. Come back through here. Ouch. Take the portal. Come back down. Why are you always there? There we go. Now we can get in here. Get some some scent seeds. Oops. I want my scent seeds. Thank you. So, in order to open this door, we need to hit the switch. However, we need to be able to get our seed in there. So, there we go. And we've got the boss key. We're almost done with this dungeon now. I just had a thought. We're at 10.5 minutes. I may have to stop in a little bit to check something. Because I'm not entirely sure about something that's coming up here. Get out of here, stupid pea hats. Alright, switch the bridge over here. Switch the bridge back here. Come down here. 20 rupees, that's not bad. I can open this door now. Hit that. Hit this. Ow. Get out of here. Hit that. And come up here to the boss door. Now, if I can just open that. Okay. You can come out here to gather stuff from these bushes. Just don't go off this screen, or else that block will move back into position. And you don't want that. Seed heart. Seed heart. Alright. Yeah. You cannot see who I am, for I am your shadow. This is the Shadow Hag, so in order to deal with the Shadow Hag, we need to first dodge these shadows. And whenever she goes back into her little form there, you can't look at her, or else she will disappear. But you can hit... You can hit her with the seed, what is it called? Seed shooter. You can hit her with the seed shooter while you're facing away from the wall. Ouch. Oh. There we go. Doesn't take much to take her out. Get another art container, and now we have 7. You got the Echoing Howl, an essence of time. It echoes far across the plains to speak to insolent hearts. Amby's tower will soon be complete. Once Amby's tower is done, history shall remember me as the greatest queen of queens. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. Link, you have the Echoing Howl, but things are not going well. The Black Tower is nearing completion in the past. Terrible things will happen if you don't hurry. I hear an essence echoing from the peaks northwest of Lina City. Can you go? Well, we sure can. How are we gonna get off of Crescent Island? This huge fish washed ashore. It looks fresh and tasty. Red fish has a very exciting flavor. DD? I do not remember the voices these guys had. I don't know why. It's been a long day. Red fish has a very exciting flavor. We found this red fish. We're dying to savor its exciting flavor. Hey, what are those red seeds you have? Ember seeds? What an exciting name. Will you trade ember seeds for our fish? Sure. It's a deal. I can't wait to taste it. Crack, munch, munch. Hot! Hot! I was almost eaten. I'm Dimitri. I can swim in the sea. Are you going somewhere? I can give you a ride. I chomp when you press A, and I swim like a fish, even up waterfalls. You can even carry me using the power bracelet. Well, there's not a whole lot of places we can take Dimitri here. We can take a look around. We can also come over here and plant a seed on this little island. Nothing really here. Nothing really there. If you want to explore with Dimitri here... Oh! This is as far as you can go, apparently. But as soon as you reach land... We're here! You go alone now. Bye! And there goes Dimitri, walking off screen. So... now that we're back on the mainland, let's take a look around here. There is one place we can go, and that's to go see the Masked Man. But I don't want to go too much further here because I need to do a little bit of looking at something. So, I'm going to check in with the Masked Man real quick. I'm so hungry, my stomach hurts. Ah! I'm hungry! Pardon me, I just thought you could help. Ah! I'm hungry! Give him tasty meat? Yes. Pah! Meat. What's this? Hand it over. Food at last. Why are you staring at me? Oh, you want something? How greedy! How mean! You won't leave until you get something. Fine, you can have this. Pah! Meat. You got a doggy mask. A dog lover will love it. Well, we can now take our doggy mask and give it to the lady who has the shy dog, who lives in this house. I'm Mama Yuyan, the top breeder in town. My dog is much cuter than that dog, much cuter. But my dog is very shy. Well, that mask. It fits my dog perfectly. Let me have that mask. Give her the doggy mask? Yes. Good boy. You deserve the toy that my dog played with. You got a dumbbell, but there's only one. What's wrong, boy? I only had one to begin with. Huh. Well, that's kind of crap. So, give me a minute here. I need to go look at something. This won't take more than a couple seconds in your time. So, be right back. Alright, I did a real quick little look. So, our next location that we're going to be going to is actually going to be up here, past where we were at just a minute ago. So, I'm going to shoot this across here, burn that little bush, and hit that switch, which is going to construct this bridge for us to cross. So now I have to talk about flutes. In this game, you may have recognized that we gathered 3 animal buddies. We had Ricky, the kangaroo, we had Moosh, the winged bear, and we had Dimitri, the dodongo, the aquatic dodongo. So, once you meet them the first time, and you make your way back to the mainland, there's actually going to be for sale in the shop here this flute for 150 rupees. I'm not going to buy this flute, but I'll explain about it whenever we get further in. There's also that shooting gallery / batting cage that I mentioned before. That minigame is going to have a flute as a prize for winning with 250 rupees or more. That's the other flute. But if you simply come up north... Well, first we're going to have to deal with Maple real quick. Boink. Aw, jeez. I'm not going to be able to get to that. Ouch! You again? Do you have it in for me or what? Thanks to you, all the stuff flew out of my bag. Well, I'll just take your stuff too. I can't make that. Nope. Nope. Mine. 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 You little... I'll remember this. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that ring. We're gonna have to stop at Vastu's again at some point. Do some ring management. I'm gonna have a special episode specifically for the rings. But, for right now. Coming up here, we're going to come across this area. Now, if you want to get the other flutes, or one of... Actually, I should say, if you want to get one of the other flutes, you're going to have to come up here, or you're going to have to get them before you come up here, because I think as soon as you see this screen, those flutes disappear. Those lazy, worthless fools! Just as we're building this bridge to the Symmetry City ruins, they go off on break. I wait and I wait, but they don't come back. We'll never get the bridge done at this rate. I'd go find them, but the terrain around here is too rough. Man can't navigate it on his own. Pah! What a fix. Well, unless... If you can't tell, that's Muta, or Muto, the carpenter. Or I should say the carpenter boss. And his carpenters are all up here in the area is called Nuun. N-U-N. N-U-U-N. Well, after you talk to him, or you have gained one of the flutes. Mister, I found you! Listen, it's a mess. A big winged bear-like animal got lost in our forest and can't get out. We were playing a little trick, but now it'll never get out. Can you help us find it? Do you get our problem? Yes. Hurry, I'll wait at the forest entrance south of here. Oh, what have you gone and done? Get out of here, Buzzblob. So the fairies have apparently been playing a prank on good old Moosh. Ouch. I probably should have gotten the other flute. Alright, I'm gonna make a decision here in a little bit. Wait, mister, this way! I'm probably gonna make a decision, and I will explain my decision later. But, you know, I don't think it's too much of a problem to go this way. It's deep in the woods. We didn't mean to be such trouble, really. We don't even know where it is. Well, the easiest way to find Moosh is to do one of these. Down, up, down, up. Hang on, how do I do this? Is it go left, right, right? Nope. How do you find this guy? Just go in circle. Up, down, up. That's it. It's up, down, up. I'm back in the same spot. I'm so hungry I can't move. Oh! You chased away ghosts! Mister, you found it! Okay, we'll take you to the edge of the forest. Yeah! You won't get lost here. Sorry, we didn't mean it. But seeking is more fun than hiding. Really, I want to do it again. Next time will be harder. Come play with us again, okay? Goodbye. Thank you for helping me out. You haven't told me your name. Please tell me. Link.
That's easy to remember. First the graveyard, now this. You were always helping me out, Link. I must help you in your adventures too. Link, so take this flute. Play that flute when you need me. I'll come if I hear it.
You got Moosh's flute. Moosh will come to your aid when you play it.
You want to go north, right? Okay, climb onto my back.
Well, now we have Moosh as our permanent animal buddy. If you got the flute from the Horon shop, you would instead be rescuing Dimitri from the forest. And if you got the flute from the minigame, you'd be rescuing Ricky. But because we came up here and didn't have a flute, we got Moosh. Now, depending on which animal buddy you have, the Nuun Highlands will be in a different form. Because we have Moosh, they're the Highlands. If you get Ricky, it's the Prairie. And if you get Dimitri, it's going to be the river, I think. But I may swap out for Dimitri in between episodes, because I don't think Dimitri gets used very much. Those lazy, worthless fools! Just as we're building this bridge to the Symmetry City ruins, they go off on break. I wait and wait, but they don't come back. Come on, buddy, can you go find those slackers for me? Sure. Thanks, buddy. I guess you'll be off then. If you can get all 3 of those slackers back here, we can get to work on this bridge. But the terrain around here is too rough, so you can't manage it on your own, okay? Alright. So, because we have Moosh, we're able to navigate the terrain. He's talking about all these holes. Here's one of them. Huh? The boss? But I wanted to hang out a while longer. But I can head back. The reason why I don't typically go for Dimitri is because Dimitri is honestly probably one of the less useful animal buddies. In Seasons, the only area where he's even remotely useful is in the Sunken City section. Of course, you get the Natsu River area as a result of Dimitri, but you know, you can swim. Yeah, you head back. And in this game, you can technically use him to go out into the ocean, but that problem solves itself eventually anyway. So, yeah, Dimitri's probably one of the least useful animal buddies. You got a ring, get it appraised later. If you've been watching my Seasons playthrough, which you should, why aren't you? If you're not. You get Ricky by default in Seasons. But Dimitri is the one that you have to go out of your way to get for but he's basically only useful in the Sunken City area. As for Moosh and Ricky, well, they're the defaults in the opposite games, so you eventually do get to see them. Ha ha! They're finally here. They were just late. Well, get to work. No more breaks until the bridge is done. Yes, boss. We're done, boss. What? You're already done? I guess you fools can work. But no time for breaks now. On to the next job. Yes, boss. Well, off they go. See you later, guys. You don't see them again, but... Oop, watch the dark nuts. Actually, I think these are iron knuckles? Symmetry City. Alright. So, there's another town up here. Let's see what it's like. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. Looks like the town looks a little worse for wear. Especially with this volcano. Ow. All these houses have collapsed. But coming up here, we get our second to last mystical seed, the Gale Seeds. Their gusts can take you where you want to go. Open your seed satchel to use them. The Gale Seeds are capable of warping us to any mystical tree that we've already been to. That includes the Scent Tree on Crescent Island, the Ember Tree in Lina City, and the Gale Tree up here in Symmetry City Ruins. If you shoot them at an enemy using the seed shooter, it'll warp the enemy away off screen and you won't have to deal with it anymore. But anyway, we need to do something here. Also fascinating that the fountain's still working. If you check under these bushes, you'll find portals. So, we're able to go back to the past. And we are now in Symmetry City as it was in the past. Fascinatingly, however, there's no real way to get back down the mountain, so it's curious how people got here in the first place. But the volcano is currently in the state of eruption. Anyway, we're all out of time here, so we'll find out what's going on here in Symmetry City next time on The Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages. Till then, this is N520, signing out.